My name is Richard Sautter, and I'm the director of the production Measure for Measure by William Shakespeare. And it's going to run from November 21st to 23rd. All of the shows are at 7:30 p.m.
My name is Shanna Joslin. I am the scene designer, lighting designer.
I'm Danielle Carter, and I'm playing Isabella in Measure for Measure.
Linda Brown, and I'm the stage manager.
Measure for Measure is, in the original breakdown of Shakespeare's plays, it's officially listed as a comedy. But there's an awful lot in the themes that it approaches and in the plot, which is really not only serious, but sometimes really dark and disturbing.
Isabella is a very sweet character, and she really cares about a lot of other people. And she also is a very spiritual character. She is intending to be a nun. Currently, she's in her novice stage, so that's really important to her character. A lot of her actions are centered around her spirit.
Measure for Measure is sort of Shakespeare's Me Too play. Plot is built off of an act of sexual blackmail committed by a man in power against a woman with no power.
The relationship between Angelo and Isabella is a very interesting one to play. Since she is so spiritual and kind of connected with the church, I don't think she has too much experience in that corporate or government world. So there is definitely a huge power imbalance.
One thing the director was going for is he wants an influence of the Me Too movement. So we're placing this story in 2005. And so what I want to make sure is when we flip over, when we do a kind of a changing of who's in charge, Angelo, the leader, we're going to go to a much darker place. And so one thing that I did with that, make it a cooler look.
Well, the great thing about Shakespeare is that he's always relevant. In some way, his plays always speak to the present day. Although things may not outright or as criminal as they were in the early 2000s. I happen to be one who feels that women are not in a state of complete parity with men when it comes to who has power, either in professional worlds or government or anywhere else. So that element of Measure for Measure absolutely speaks to the present day.
Working with Richard and Shanna on this production and trying to bring the aspect of the 2000s and the Me Too movement, at first I didn't realize that that was what we were going for. And I thought it was very unique because there are very rare times where I've seen a Shakespeare show be put in the modern setting.
I always like seeing Shakespeare shows when they're staged in a little bit of a different way. You'll see some early 2000s clothing.
Some of the aspects of the design I like about this show is we're going to be utilizing a turntable. This is a practice that many theaters use, and I've been wanting to bring that experience here to McDaniel. So this one will have a turntable along with different what we would call wall plugs, and so that way we can have multiple locations and change them fairly easy.
One of the things I love about the theater, maybe the thing that I love the most, is the sense of teamwork that comes with being a part of any theatrical production. I've seldom seen theatrical partnerships where everybody is so eager to get along with everybody else to do what they can for the sake of the show. It's been no less true with this production than it has with the others that I've directed here.
I'm Ben Wallace, and you're watching Newsday McDaniel.